Hi, welcome to the Turbospoke Garage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fit Turbospoke Spokerimz to the wheels of your bike. Let's get started. Here's the contents of your Turbospoke Spokerimz. 10 spokes, 2 hub units with little holes in them, 2 hub units with little studs, your fitting instruction sheet, and 10 plastic spoke clips. The only other items that you'll need for assembly are a pair of scissors and a pointy object like a screwdriver or a pen. Spoke rims are adjustable to any wheel size from 14-inch to 24-inch. You'll notice that on each spoke rim there are a series of perforated lines which run the length of the spoke, like this. These lines correspond to the different length of spoke required for different wheel sizes. Also highlighted on the instruction sheet is this panel here. This shows the different wheel sizes corresponding to the different line markings on the spoke. Study this panel carefully to make sure that you trim your spoke rims to the right size for your wheel. In this video, we'll be fitting spoke rims to an 18-inch wheel. I find the 18-inch wheel here, I follow the line along to the diagram, and it points me to this perforated line on the spoke. So I simply take the spoke, find the same line on the spoke, and that's where I'm going to cut. This next process of the assembly requires a pair of scissors. Adult supervision is recommended. Having identified the correct line to follow from the fitting instruction sheet, the next step is to trim along that line with the scissors. Again, be very careful using the scissors, and I simply trim along the perforated line to trim the spoke to the correct length. And repeat for all 10 spokes. With all 10 spokes cut to the correct length, the next step is to pop out the small oval shapes directly above the cut. Repeat this process for all 10 spokes. This is how the spokes should look with the oval shapes popped out. With all 10 spokes now trimmed to length, the next step is to fit them to your bike. The easiest way to fit spoke rims to your bike is to turn your bike upside down. The first thing we're going to do is fit one of the hub units to the center of the wheel. You'll notice I'm fitting the hub unit with the small studs on the surface of it. This hub unit also has a split in the middle of it, which allows you to feed it around the hub of your wheel. So we take the hub unit and we feed it in between the two sides of the spokes, like so, then split the center apart and feed that down over the hub of the wheel. The next step of the assembly is to feed the spokes into the wheel. We feed them in like so, sideways and then upright between both sides of the spokes, and then simply rotate the hub unit and snap the spokes over the studs on the hub. At this point you'll notice that it is quite loose inside the wheel, but that's okay. Now we repeat this process 5 times until all spokes are on the wheel. You'll notice that the spokes are also very flexible, which makes fitting very simple. The next step is to fit the other hub unit, the hub unit with the little holes all the way around the edge. You'll notice, like the first hub unit, it also has a split in the middle and it fits exactly the same way. Simply feed it in between the spokes like so, spread the hub unit apart and feed it over the hub. Now we need to line up the holes on this hub unit with the studs on the first hub unit. When you have it lined up, we want to bring the two together and snap them together like so. Again, repeating the whole way around the hub unit. In this next step of the assembly, we're going to be popping out one of the 5 holes along the end of the plastic spoke. This allows us to insert the plastic spoke clip. Hold the plastic spoke firmly with the edge of the bicycle rim and identify which hole is lining up with one of the spokes the best. Ideally, you want a hole to be perfectly overlapping one of the spokes, like you can see here. It's important to remember that this plastic spoke clip has to push through the plastic spoke first and then onto the metal spoke of the bike. So it's going to push through from behind like this and then clips firmly onto the metal spoke like so. Now simply repeat this step all the way around the wheel. Now I simply repeat the whole process for the rear wheel. The assembly of the spoke rims to your bike is now complete.